Good morning. How are you? I wanted to check in and see how you're doing in this interesting shelter-in-place time that we have going on right now. I am good. I'm in my inner sanctuary and I'm grateful that I'm safe and I'm sound and I have my doggy with me and I have my tools and my practices to lean into in these times. And that's part of why I felt called to offer my services to you with my yoga practice. I started last week and I did the first energy center, and this Sunday at 11 I'm doing the second energy center, and I was invited to explain a little bit more about how my yoga works and what we do in these practices, because it's not like an aerobic keep fit exercise yoga class. In fact, it's the opposite. We do passive long holds, and it's an invitation to go deep and come into a fulfilled connection with the self. And it applies all of the skillful means that I've acquired on my journey into supporting people in how to have a healthier and a happier life, which is what I've been interested in participating in the last 2 decades. As most of you know, I've written a book on the topic. It's called The Habit of Happiness and the Anatomy of Inspiration. And in the book, I teach that happiness and health is a skill that becomes a practice, that becomes a habit. And, you know, the tools that I use to create the practice that can then create the healthy habits that elevate our experiences of happiness and health are contained within the yoga practices that I teach. There's breath work, there's affirmation, there's positive memory, there's visualization, and each of those tools on their own are potent practices to elevate our experience of life. But when they're combined together in an embodied practice, it just really becomes a profound, elevated experience of wellness. And I feel like, you know, I may have been working all my life to be able to make this offering at this time, because I feel like it's really important right now that we take excellent care of ourselves, that our diet is good. I've been doing a lot of bone broth, and I've been detoxing with my Juice Plus, which I do when I have time, and I have plenty of time, which I guess you guys do too. So I want to invite you to come to the mat to meet me and participate in this journey, in this practice, to come into our energy bodies. And the yogis believe that our karma is actually stored at the root of our chakras. And not our karma as in a list and a record of wrongs that we've done in the past, but our karma in terms of illusions or misperceptions or ideas about ourselves that we may have perpetuated and brought into this lifetime. Ideas like, I'm not safe, or I'm alone, or I'm not good enough. And these practices stimulate the root of the chakra, which is not that easy to access, but when you know how to, you can bring up the prana, the energy and the consciousness that's connected to those things, and you can transmute them with the skillful means that I bring to the practice. Awareness, breath, compassion, as I said, visualization, positive memory, all combined together to really flush through your energetic system those illusions and those misperceptions can be rebalanced as we have access into those sacred spots. And last week we did the first energy center, which is connected to agitation and irritation. It's also connected to an illusion or an idea of not being safe or not feeling supported, to bring that back to balance. this week we're going to focus on the second energy center, which has to do with our creativity, with our sexuality, with our sense of connection to ourselves and to others. It's connected to the emotion of fear, which when met with these skillful means automatically transmutes into wisdom, which is, you know, something that I feel like we could benefit from being connected to in these times. And all of that happens while you're in a relaxed, expanded state at the edge of your comfort zone. So it's not entirely the most joyful place, but it's something that you can expand into with ease and with awareness, so that you can educate your system and your body to know how to be in states of stress and tension with a lot of presence and with a lot of breath and with a lot of compassion towards yourself. So it's a practice that's on the mat that you can take off the mat and apply into stressful situations that arise in your everyday life, and you can know how to meet those too. So you are invited to join me on Sunday and every Sunday at 11 o'clock in my online Zoom yoga studio. I will put the link down below, or it will be on my Facebook page, or it will be in an email that I'm going to send out to you. So I would love to see you there. Come give it a while and see how your body responds to it. You never know. You might just love it like I do and feel like it's a good practice to participate in on a regular basis. And I would encourage that wholeheartedly. So namaste. I hope that you have a great day and take good care of yourself in these interesting and challenging times. Bye.